Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming an updated VHS collection video because it's something that I have wanted to film for a minute now, and my collection has expanded tremendously since I did my first video. So much so that I had to get a whole new setup. Some might say it's gotten a little out of hand, others might say keep going. I'm only welcoming those who continue to support me in my endeavors to collect as many VHS tapes as possible. Compared to my last video on this, you might be a little concerned, and I'm concerned myself. So I have been trying to dial back on my purchasing of tapes. Tapes are just so easy to get your hands on for really cheap, and I like a lot of movies, so if I see it on tape, I'm like, I want it. It's 25 cents. I'm just gonna go through my collection. Hopefully I don't repeat any that I repeated in the last video. This isn't a film synopsis video. This is just, I have this on tape. Isn't this cool? It's in my collection now. Love this movie. And in my last video, I said that I'm not that big of a fan of clamshells, and that is still true. However, I have added quite a few more to my collection. So I guess I'm gonna get into it with the big ones. This is Terrifier 3. It's a 2-tape set, and this was on my to find list for God knows how long. A local reseller here posted them, and Austin was able to snag these for a really good price as well. These are awesome. I've wanted it for so long. And I also have Terrifier 2, which is also a 2-tape set. It comes with these scratch and sniff stickers. This one smells kind of like marshmallows and cereal, and the other one smells like pine because it's the Christmas one. So yeah, pretty awesome. These are an ultimate find for me. I honestly cannot remember what I had in that video and what I didn't. If I don't remember, I'm just gonna mention it. If I do remember, I'm just gonna skip over that I talked about it. I have Interview with a Vampire. Don't think I talked about this one in the last one. This is an amazing find for us vampire girlies. The Ring, I don't know if I had that in the last video, but I do have that now. Dr. Giggles I have, which is new. I have not watched this yet. I got it for $4.99, but it's from 1997. What Evil Doctor film. So yeah, I'm really excited to watch this and on tape for the first time as well. Oh, I have Christine. Some guy had an amazing selection on Facebook Marketplace, and he didn't say what he was selling them for, but when I asked, they were pretty good prices. So I snagged a couple from him. I should have grabbed more, but I was nervous if they were moldy or not, because some people, they don't know what mold on tape looks like, and they think there's nothing wrong with it. They think it's just dusty. It's kind of a gamble getting things from people on Facebook Marketplace when you can't tell if they look like they are a person who is educated on mold or not. So I did just ask for 3 of them. I should have asked for more, and I can't find the listing anymore. So, but it was like a drug deal in an English parking lot. I did get Christine, John Carpenter movie. It says 1983. So awesome. Really amazing and in perfect condition. And then the next one I got off of him was my ultimate tape of all time, which is The Bride of Chucky. This has been my ultimate tape for years and years and years and years. I think I even mentioned it in the last video. Oh my god. I'm so excited to own this. I got it from him for $5. People sell this for a lot of money because it's kind of hard to find sometimes and in good condition. I'll never let this go. I haven't watched it on tape yet, but have I? This is definitely something I need to watch recently on tape. I love this movie. Jennifer Tilly, I love you. Silence of the Lambs I have now as well. Not sure if that was in the last one. Oh, this barbed wire tape. Oh my god. To Die For. I don't think this was in the last one. I am obsessed. I really need to watch this on tape. Isn't she so gorgeous? Like, I want to be her. She's so gorgeous. There is a little damage right there, but that's probably from people putting the freaking sticker on it. Put it on the inside. Okay. I have Vampires, which I don't think was in the last one. I actually watched that. It was pretty funny. I have Psycho. Scream 2. Was that in the last one? Who knows? I do have The Breakfast Club, and it's sealed still. So that's pretty awesome. I think this was on my to find list, and it's still sealed, and I got it for $3. The 3rd season of Sex and the City. This has Charlotte on the front. I did find the other ones recently. However, they were all molded. I was really disappointed because it's hard to find the tape collection of these. And it was the white ones, which I really want. We have Home Alone. It's classic. I don't think I mentioned this in the last video. I don't think I had this in the last video. I have Steel Magnolias. I don't think I mentioned that in the last video, but if you're a Southern woman, I'm sure you know what that movie is. Oh, we have George in the Jungle. Don't think I mentioned that one in the last one. Riding in Cars with Boys, Drew Barrymore movie. I have that now as well. Anything Drew Barrymore I pretty much have on tape. I'm a big Drew Barrymore fan. I love her. Suburban Commando. You can tell that this tape is definitely Austin's tape. I am not a fan of Hulk Hogan. You know, he got this tape, so. I got this Suburbia tape, which I actually watched, and I kind of liked the movie. I'd never seen it before. I think I rated it on Letterboxd. Add me on Letterboxd. Letterboxd is a website. It's kind of like a social media for people that like movies. You go in and you log which movies you watched that day or in your lifetime, and you rate it and give a little review. So if you want to see what I'm watching in real time and what I've rated things and my opinions on things, add me on there. I'm not stingy. I am not pretentious at all. If I like it, it's a 5. Reba in Concert, because icon. How could I pass this up? And then Loser, which I also watched that I'd never seen before, and I did like this movie. I think I gave it like a 3 or a 4. I did find the Julia Stiles A Prince in Me. I love Julia Stiles. She's my favorite actress of all time. I mentioned that in the last video. I love her so much. I have seen this movie. Not my favorite, but it's a rom-com, so it's not that bad. Next, I have this Richard Simmons Sweating to the Oldies workout video. He had just died like a month or 2 maybe before I had thrifted this, and you know, just had to pay a little homage to him. Plus, home workout videos, kind of a weakness to me when they're super 80s and just, you know, they're on coke. Vietnam home videos. My grandfather was obsessed with watching Vietnam tapes. He did lose his brother in the Vietnam War, so that's just like a memory thing for me. It's just watching a lot of Vietnam stuff. And then Vietnam, the Battle of Son, I'm assuming. Jackass, which is signed by Bam. Austin got to meet Bam at this fan convention thing that we had here, and he got him to sign it, which is awesome. Because if you guys don't know, I have a heartogram tattoo on my back. He was really sweet. He got him to sign 2 other photos. One of them he signed for free and just wrote down a bunch of band recommendations on it, which was really cool. And I'm not that big of a fan of Jackass, if I'm honest. Gross out humor is not really my forte. I'm more of a sarcasm, dry humor, Aubrey Plaza type of humor. I guess I'm gonna move on and do some clamshells right now, since I have so many that I've added to the collection. I think I only had 1 or 2 when I filmed the first video, and I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer for that. First one is Rugrats, the movie. It's an orange tape, of course, which is just awesome. I love colored tapes. I don't know if I had this one in the last one, but I think I mentioned that I do love the orange tapes because of that Chance the Rapper song. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the one with Gene Wilder. Yeah, not the one with Johnny Depp. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I love this movie. This is like peak childhood for me. I watched this a ton. This one specifically. Matilda, another movie from my childhood that I just had to own on tape. The Lizzie McGuire movie. Are you kidding me? I love this movie. This is the one where she does the song and she has the girl that looks like her, and it's her, and just like, you guys know. I'm not even gonna do it to you. The Princess Diaries. A lot of my clamshells are my childhood movies that I just want to be able to pass on whenever we have kids, because I am going to be one of those parents who does not allow their child to watch television unless it is physical media. It's crazy out there, y'all. We don't media addicted to little iPads when you're 2 to 3 years old. That's ridiculous. The next one is this Addams Family with Tim Curry in it. So, you know, had to have that. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Austin's a really big Jimmy Neutron fan, so this was pretty cool for him to find. And I loved Jimmy Neutron as a kid, just not as much as he did. Of course, my favorite movie of all time. I did not have a clamshell of it. I have 2 big boys of it, but not a clamshell. So, of course, I had to have the clamshell of it. Shrek. Here are my 2 big boys of Shrek, because I have a really busted one and then I have a pretty decent one, and it does take a lot for me not to buy that every single time, because as you guys know, I don't want to have what I have with 10 Things I Hate About You and quite the collection, because I keep just buying it every time I see it. What if I told you there was more? There was more clamshells. Yeah, I really ate my own words, didn't I? First, we have Goosebumps Stay Out of the Basement. This is the most nostalgic Goosebumps episode to me. I absolutely love that. That and Fever Swamp, like, oh my god. It's just all of Goosebumps, really. We were really big Goosebumps kids. Can you tell? Oliver and Company. This is a deep cut from my childhood. Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan. Love this movie. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. Of course, Ice Age. Can't go wrong with it. Sleeping Beauty, really good one. Oops. Goosebumps, A Night in Terror Tower, which is also a super nostalgic one for me. They all are. Okay, Christmas with Gumby. I love Gumby. He's such like a character, and I can't believe they made like Gumby movies. Like, it was just like a toy, right? And then they just started making movies after him. This is pretty cool. It has the Toys R Us sticker on it still, and it's completely sealed. So I think I'm just gonna keep it sealed. It says it is from 1994. So that's awesome. And in 1994, this was $9.99. And I probably got it for like 25 cents. Not dollars, hell no. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey. Of course I had to own this. Take a shot every time I say classic or I love this movie. Holes. What am I gonna say, y'all? Classic, yes. If this is like a canon effect movie. I feel like everyone watched this in their childhood. Apparently a lot of people read it. I never read it, but I did watch the hell out of the movie. Kissing Kate, whatever. Barlow, I can't remember her name. Hey, that's a lesbian awakening right there. Freakier Friday, or no, this is Freaky Friday. Freakier Friday is the one that just came out, duh. Love this movie, so good. And James and the Giant Peach, fever dream type of movie, needed it on tape. You thought I was done? You thought, oh, how she can't have any more than this, right? Really wrong, I have a lot more. So I'm going to take a moment because they are all on the other shelf and I'm gonna have to bring them towards me. Alright folks, I lied. I don't want to move all these. I'm too lazy. So, I'm just gonna talk about some of the ones that are new. Return of the Vampire is new. Crocodile Hunter is new. Mother Goose is new. Cartoon Carnival is new. Shelley Duvall's Bedtime Stories is an amazing find, and that is new. That SpongeBob one is new, I believe. Shrek 2 is new because I did not have that. Jimmy Neutron When Pants Attack is new as well. Scary Movie 2, I believe, is new. Scooby-Doo live action one is new. I've been wanting that for a minute. Leatherface is new. Halloween with the Addams Family is new. Dream Warriors Nightmare on Elm Street is new. Recently just got my hands on that. Very happy to own that. That is my favorite out of that whole series. Wayne's World might be new, might not be new. Halloween is new. Aquaman is new. The Cops tape is the old 90s TV show. I grew up watching that show, so it's awesome. Roadhouse is new. Big fan of Roadhouse because I love Patrick Swayze. Big fan of Patrick Swayze. And Rage Against the Machine tape, I think, is new since the last video. And that, folks, is all of my tapes. that I have collected since the last tape video. If you haven't watched the first one, I'll link it somewhere on the screen for you to catch up with me and see how it has expanded greatly since then. I know that tape collecting isn't really everyone's thing. The last video I didn't do so well, but for the people that also collect tapes, I know it's pretty fun to see what people have in their collection and what they're looking for. I don't have anything really on my to look for except for the ones that I always have, which is like Killer Clowns I've always wanted on tape. And completing series would be great if I could find, you know, all of the Chucky movies on tape just to complete that collection. That would be amazing. But I'm a Cheerleader is something I really wanted on tape. Welcome to Dollhouse is something that I really wanted on tape. Crybaby is another one that I'm always trying to find. Serial Mom on tape would be amazing to have. I have a lot that I'm always looking for, and one day hopefully will find their way into my collection. If you watch this video and you don't care, thanks. If you do care, amazing. Let me know what is on your list of ultimates. I want to know your ultimate tapes that you would drop to your knees and scream if you found. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.